Hey, what's up guys, it's Oakley, and we're going to be talking over a map that CA recently released, which is just going to be basically all of the factions and where they are located on the campaign map itself. So you can definitely see a density of factions all around where the borders of the Western Roman are in Germania, and just you can see why they say it's going to be a legendary campaign. Now, I haven't played as the Western Roman Empire. In my playthrough of the preview build, I've had a little bit of experience, and I've seen them get a pretty heavy beating. And you can see, for example, the Franks, who are north of Belgium, are going to have a couple armies actually ready to invade Britannia, so it's going to be a struggle to hold that. You have Sway B forces who are already inside of your borders, and so you're definitely going to be getting overwhelmed, and even the African tribes could get rowdy if you don't manage your provinces well enough. I'll talk a bit more about my experiences as the Eastern Roman Empire. I didn't have too much time to play long, the whole 40 turns that were allotted to us, but from my primary experience, I tried holding down the fort, and you have a lot of problems that you have to deal with internal unrest in your regions, making sure everyone's happy. At first, things are kind of stable. But definitely, first couple turns in the Balkans are crazy. You have the Visigoths, who you only have a couple, maybe two small armies in the region, and you can't cover all of your cities, so you're going to lose a city. You might get sacked, burned, destroyed, and you have to react to this. I tried playing actually as a campaign where I didn't really do much and just observed, and the Balkans just got destroyed. Because I was just kind of sitting back and seeing what happened. My Eastern Roman Empire over in the Balkans started to get really unhappy with me. There were splinter factions, so there was like a separatist group of Eastern Roman Empire forces, and they started attacking my cities. The Visigoths attacked my cities, the Ostrogoths attacked my cities, and then the Huns attacked my cities, and all of them combined then descended on Constantinople. It was actually pretty epic to see the Balkans go up in flames like that, and they just destroyed everything, razed it. That then had sort of a snowball effect where that was a pretty good region that was providing wealth and food for me. After that, I really couldn't provide food for my entire army and empire, and I started having desertions, penalties all over the place, and things started to fall apart. So you can see just how critical it is to definitely keep the forces at bay and manage the threats to your border. As for fights to the east with the Assassinate Empire, I kind of tried poking them a little bit. They came in with, I think it was 3 full stacks and just took out one of my cities, then basically burnt it and retreated. So I haven't had too much exposure fighting with them on the east, but they were definitely pretty responsive to my moves. So I can't say generally I really like the Eastern Roman Empire gameplay. I wasn't able to tech up that much all the way to Cataphracts, but I really do like the survival gameplay. You definitely feel that you're hanging on by a thread in these battles. And then I also played as the Assassinate Empire over in the south. And they have problems where, and this is kind of historically accurate, where they have political problems, and so what you'll see is in this you have pretty good standings within your own, the power meter, I guess I could say, is very much in your own family's favor, and so as the campaign continues, it starts to keep going and going and going to the right, and you have too much, actually, which is a problem, and so you have to try and temper that, and if you don't, you'll start having discontentment in your cities, dealing with that, and so there's a lot of internal unrest that you have to deal with. Then I had some of my satrapies start waging war on each other. I had to pick and choose side, and quickly my my base of my web of satrapies was starting to get splintered, and then I started to have the Romans poke at me, and some of the tribes to the north were coming and migrating down. So it's definitely an easier experience, but it's more geared towards holding your empire together, making sure that you have everything neat and tidy, and then you rebuild all of your satrapies, and then you should probably go ahead and attack the Eastern Roman Empire and kind of see what's been happening there, where I imagine by that point in time they'll already be overrun. But yeah, you can see all the different factions that are located here. Obviously, a lot of different groups aren't necessarily historically accurate, but that's, CA always has to take some shortcuts. People have been saying that there should be, I think the Magyars and other people like that, the early I think it was Bulgarians that people were saying. I'm not entirely sure of the history of the tribes, but I think they do a pretty good representation of where all of these factions are, and it's definitely very, very fun to play. But yeah, I had a really good time, and also I have been, I'll excuse my lack of videos on the Total War Attila preview build. I know you can find a lot of those online. What I've been doing is focusing on using that access to actually make those historical videos. So you guys already saw the video on the Theodosian walls. I'm also working on a 4-part series on the Battle of Adrianople. I now have the script done. I have basically half of my audio recorded, and I basically use this preview build to actually finish up episode 1. So episode 1 is completely done. I'm waiting for approval from CA to release it, so expect that in the next couple of days, hopefully. And I don't know, actually, let me let me know if you guys think I should release it now, because I won't be able to make the other parts. So are you okay waiting, or should I hold it back and then, you know, release all of them like I did for the Battle of Cannae, where I had, you know, all 5 one after the other? Or should I do something more like what I did with the Punic Wars, where, you know, I released one, waited a little bit, released another, and then did that, so on and so forth? I think I'm gonna release this first one just because it's done, and I do want to be able to show that I've been using the preview build. But anyways, yeah. Hope to see you guys soon in that video, and I hope you guys will enjoy that. It definitely has a lot more background, which sort of sets the stage for Total War Attila, so I think you guys will enjoy that, and you'll be learning a lot. Anyways, thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.